For my first YouTube video, I'm going to go over how I went from 250 to 175 in 6 months. So this started when I was about 15. I had wrestling in the fall. During the summertime, I realized I had to cut down about 70 pounds. So there was a lot of mistakes that I made through that, but a lot of things that I learned. So before I started the cut, I did a 3-day fast first, so I could warm up for the deficit. Then after that, I decided to cut my calories back to 1200. So that obviously didn't last long. I go Monday through Friday at 1200 calories, and Saturday and Sunday I would decide to splurge and probably go to 3500 calories and be back to the weight. Eventually I learned that 1200 calories wasn't enough to eat off of, so I bumped it up to around 1800 calories, and that helped a lot. I also incorporated a scale so I could track my food better, and I realized that I really wasn't eating 1200 calories. It was more with all the sauces and stuff, so that also helped a lot in the cut. And on Saturdays and Sundays I wasn't eating more because I was eating enough through the week, so that honestly helped a lot. So I was able to lose the weight pretty quickly. I thought I could have my proteins through the roof. My carbs were really low, and my fats, I never really tracked them. So I would say my carbs were around 150. I never realized that I needed the carbs for energy. I used the protein for energy. Finally, it took a couple years. Now I realize I needed about 280 to 300 grams of carbs to maintain energy throughout the day. And I usually now have my carbs around when I work out or do more activity. So when I started to get to the 175 mark, I realized I was starting to become skinny fat. I had muscle, but I was very weak, more weak than I was before the cut. I mean, before I was 250, I had a decent build. I was benching 315, all that. I went up to 250 because I threw in track, and it helped a lot to be more higher in weight. But I realized I finally needed to cut down because I let myself go a little bit. So doing the 3 to 5 pounds per week weight drop made me lose a bunch of muscle, and it did not work out the way I intended it to. Another thing I wish I knew was how to do the sodium and magnesium with the potassium right. So at first, I wasn't really prioritizing potassium and magnesium. I took some vitamins, but I never knew what any of it could really do. So I was salting all my meals, but I never realized that without potassium, I couldn't really flush the sodium out, because I tried not to salt my meals heavy because I would stay more in water weight. But now I realize with the potassium and magnesium glycinate, I am able to flush everything out and not be heavy in water weight. Another thing that I did wrong was the cardio I was doing. So I would get on the Stairmaster for about 45 minutes to an hour. Then I'd go to the sauna, get in it for 30 minutes. Sure, I'd lose 10 pounds, but that was just in water weight, and that came right back. So in the long run, it was not worth it. I had no energy. I was nauseous all the time. I had no sodium in my body. Everything was flushed out. So the day after, I'd be really hungry. The day before, a match or something, I'd be really hungry, but I wouldn't be able to eat because I was right borderline 175. Another thing was I would do about 150 grams of fat each day, and that didn't help a lot. It made me hold on to more fat, I guess. Right now I'm doing about 70 grams of fat, so I do my weight times 0.3, and that gives me the grams I need. So I'm getting that through 99.1 ground turkey, get it through steak, get it through peanut butter, olive oil, but I make sure it's around 70 grams because if it's too low, it'll mess with my testosterone and hormone levels, and I don't want that happening. So before, I mean, I was getting enough fats, but it made me hold on to a bunch of weight that I could have dropped. Also, my hydration was not good at all starting wrestling season, because I wasn't able to drink any water, because I would keep the water weight in because my sodium was high, my potassium and magnesium was so low. But honestly, you probably need at least a gallon a day, if not more, of water to maintain everything, where it won't get flushed out. The less water you drink, the less you're gonna like pee it out, because your body thinks that it doesn't have any more, so it'll hold on to what it has. So right now I'm drinking about a gallon and I'm peeing it right out. Everything's working good. So I made a lot of mistakes with that, but I learned from them, and I might be wrong about some of that stuff, but it's helped me lose a bunch of weight. So right now I'm at 190 grams of protein, 280 grams of carbs, and about 70 grams of fats. And that's honestly helped me a lot. I'll do like a Greek yogurt bowl in the morning with fruit, ground turkey for lunch with some rice, and ground beef with sweet potatoes for dinner. Then like pre-gym, I will do like 4 rice cakes with some yogurt, peanut butter, honey, and usually that works well for me. But yeah, I might be wrong about some of that, but everything I do now, it's helped me a lot. I'm 192 pounds, trying to go back to like 180, or like just trying to like build muscle while staying kind of lean. So we'll just see how that goes. But also, I do a bit of coaching too on the side, and I have like this PDF. I'll put a link down below in the description. It's $40. It goes over everything you need, such as protein, carbs, fats, building meals. It's 19 pages long, and it has everything that I learned in the past 8 years. And honestly, I think it's worth it. Everyone that's bought it thought it was worth it. So if you want it, it's there for you.